once again everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Hannah. Thank you for joining us today. We're slowly but surely growing this little channel. I have been just like totally overwhelmed and like surprised by how many new people have been showing up on the channel, how many people have been subscribing and watching the videos. I've gotten like 1,000 views in like the past 48 hours, which is crazy to me. Insane. Sorry, I'm having like a bad hair day. I just got a haircut, so my hair's like, I'm still trying to figure out how to deal with it. I don't know. But anyways, if you are new here, thank you so much for joining us on the channel. And if you've been here for a while, then thanks for sticking around because, I don't know, I'm really happy. We've gotten like over 50 new subscribers in like the past couple of weeks, which is just insane to me. So thank you guys so much for supporting what I'm doing here. We love it. Anyways, let's jump into this video, which as you can tell from the title is like tips and tricks on the best way to get your tattoo idea across to your tattoo artist and how I do it. So let's get into this. Right, so I'm just going to kind of walk you through the process of what I personally do when I'm getting a new tattoo. So generally, my particular shop, they want you to come in. I know a lot of people now want you to email them or DM them or message them on Facebook, whatever the case may be. However, your artist or your shop prefers you to get in touch with them. Make sure you've got that down pat. My shop just likes me to come in and talk to the artist directly about it, so that's what I do. But before you get to that point, you want to have a few things lined up already. So let's just say this idea popped into your head a few years ago or a few months ago or yesterday, whenever. It doesn't really matter. I mean, there's no time frame for when you should get the tattoo that you want. So this idea pops into your head. You've got this idea, this is what you want, you've decided that this is definitively what you're going to get on your body forever. So let's just come up with an example. Let's say that you would like to get a floral skull tattoo. You want a skull and some flowers. So like let's say that you got this idea and you're looking on the internet and you're seeing all these pictures. I know skulls and flowers are like a common theme. My dogs are here. But anyway, skulls and flowers are pretty common in tattoos. But obviously you can get something completely original for you because no skull and flower tattoo should ever be completely the same unless it's like Flash, but you get the point. So you want a skull and some flowers. So the first thing that I would recommend that you do is, first of all, pick your style. Are you getting black and gray? Are you going to get realism? Are you going to get traditional, neo-traditional, American traditional? I don't think that that would be a traditional Japanese tattoo because it usually has something to do with Japanese themes, but regardless. So you're looking up, the best way when you have several different components is to look up the specific components completely separately. So let's say you saw this picture of a skull and some flowers that you really, really liked. You never want to get the exact tattoo that somebody has unless it's a flash, like on a flash sheet. Unless it's on a flash sheet, you do not need to get the same exact tattoo as somebody else. So you see this skull and some flowers around it, and you love the way that it looks. So what you're going to do is you're going to start thinking about what specific components of that tattoo you love. So do you love how much of the skull is showing? Do you love the way that it's laid out? Like if there's a skull here and flowers around, or if it's like a skull and flowers coming out of the skull. However you like, you could say that's something you really care about. And then look at the flower types. So there is just a million different type of flowers that you could do, that you could get, especially in like traditional tattooing. There are traditional flowers and then there are traditional versions of like every different flower. So, you know, if you're just looking it up, you're just going to see a generic skull and some flowers. You want to pick out which flowers you want. So then what you do is you say, all right, let me look up some flower types. So usually what I would do is I would type in like the name of the flower and then traditional tattoo. So let's say you want a daffodil. You would type in daffodil traditional tattoo. And then you would go through and you could look and look and look, and you could pick out some that you like the general shapes and colors of, or the style of, or whatever you want to say. That's generally the best way to approach it. That's what I do. I have a lot of flowers on me. If I like a flower or a plant or whatever, I look it up, traditional tattoo, because I love traditional. If you're wanting black and gray or realism, you would look up daffodil, realism tattoo, daffodil, black and gray tattoo. Just whatever it is that you're looking for, look up the components individually. You want them to be separate from each other so that you are not copying someone else's tattoo directly. And even when you take in your references to your artist, so let's say you have all of your references together and you're going to go into the shop and you're going to talk to your artist with what all you've printed out and brought, or whatever you've emailed or sent through Facebook or Pinterest or however you're doing it. So let's say you've got all your materials together and you're going to talk to your artist for your consultation. So you're going to sit down with your artist and you're going to say, okay, I've compiled a list. This is what I like about this original reference photo. These are some skulls that I like the way that they look. I like the composition of them. And then you're going to have your flowers over here, and you're going to say, okay, so I really want daffodils to be included, as well as this flower and this flower. And here are some examples of these kinds of flowers in whatever style tattooing you're getting. So for me, it would be like, okay, here is some daffodils, traditional style daffodils, and these are the ones that I really like. And this is why I really like them. So this is what's important to me. I love the coloring, I love the shape, I love the composition of it. You know, so you have all of these individual pieces that are still going to be altered to what you want. So even if you get a picture of a skull that you like and a picture of a daffodil that you like, and you take it to your artist is not just going to morph those together and be like, here's this exact skull and this exact daffodil. No, your artist is still going to redraw a very similar skull, a very similar daffodil, taking into account everything that you told them, everything that you loved about it, and making it a completely new piece that is unique to you, which is what you want. Now, this is what I personally do, because that's what, I mean, I've spoken to several different artists, several other people who get tattoos, and this is just like the general consensus, the best way to do it, because if you do it this way, one, you're never ever copying someone's unique custom piece of artwork. Number two, you're not getting something that's just like copy and pasted, like I said. And it's just more fun for the artist, because if you have a genuine connection with your artist and they understand what you want and the things that you like, then they will be excited to do the tattoo, because no artist is going to be excited about copying and pasting somebody else's work. Most people won't even do it, and if your artist will do it, maybe reconsider and pick a different artist. But if you come up with these super unique sets of ideas and you want to combine them into a tattoo and say, this is what I like from this and this is what I like from this, and I want to pull these elements in and make something totally new and unique and custom, the artist is probably going to be really excited about it, because that shows them that you want something unique to you. You really care about this, you have a love for this, and you're really excited about the tattoo. They're going to be really excited about the tattoo. And obviously, you're going to see the drawing before you get it on your body. So if they pull out the drawing and they say, hey, this is what I came up with, what do you think? Then you have an opportunity to change it and say, no, I actually really like this element of the daffodil, or I really like the way that the skull is positioned in this picture. So can we make your drawing of a skull, can we make that go this way or however you're doing it? So I think that that's also really important to consider. The artist is going to do a better job if they're confident in what they're doing and that they're making you happy and that they're not ripping off somebody else's really hard work. I know a lot of people tend to use Pinterest and like mood boards like that, but I don't really do that. What I do when I get an idea is I literally just like Google it. Like if I have an idea, let's say I want to get an octopus tattoo. I'm going to Google octopus traditional tattoo. And then I'm going to look and look and look, and I'm going to see, okay, I like these elements, like I just said, but I use Google. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I love Pinterest for tattoo ideas, or I love Tumblr for tattoo ideas. Okay, that's fine, but to me it's just way more complicated when like you can just literally Google it and it shows up so much more, and you don't have to be a member and sign in and do all this stuff. Nothing against Pinterest. If you love Pinterest, that's cool, but I could never get into it because it was just so much that you have to do and so much that they want you to do and sign up and log in through Facebook. No, not interested. But anyway, I know that I can be all over the place and really rambly and weird and ranty and blah, all that stuff, but I'm hoping that you guys can get the gist of this video. Hopefully, I've helped you a little bit in this. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. I kind of gave you my tips and tricks. Though I don't really think that they're that secret of tips and tricks. I just thought I'd put it out there for people considering their first tattoo or their second tattoo or getting new tattoos or whatever you're doing. I hope that I can help you. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I will answer them. If you guys have any video requests, leave them down below. I'll probably do them. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. So thank you so much once again for joining me. Leave me a like if you like this video. Comment down below like I said, and subscribe because I make new videos every Monday and Friday. Thank you guys once again so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!